So lovely, Nirmala. Thank you so much. It was beautiful. We want to hear more, right?
Ma Bilva Patra you didn't tell, Nirmala Amma.
We will, Megha will tell a story, and then Bilva Patra story, this Nirmala will tell.
But big problem is if I start telling stories, the class will get over with me. Please.
That's perfectly fine. It's all relevant only. Right. Okay, Megha, tell us your story and what is it about?
It's about the three robbers on the path.
Very good. Yes.
Once a man was going through a forest when three robbers jumped on him and robbed him. One of the robbers then said, "What is the use of keeping this man alive?" He was about to kill him with his sword when the second robber said, "Stop!" stopped him, saying, "What is the use of killing him? Tie him to a tree and leave him here." The robbers tied him to a tree and went away. After a while, the third robber returned and said to the man, "I'm sorry. Are you hurt? I will untie you." After setting the man free, the thief said, "Come with me. I will take you to the public highway." After a long time, they reached the road. Then the man said, "Sir, you have been very good to me. Come with me to my house." "Oh no," replied the robber. "I can't go there. The police will know it. The forest is this world." The three robbers are the three gunas: goodness, sattva, passion, rajo, and laziness, tamas. It is they who robbers of self-knowledge. Laziness wants to destroy us. Passion ties us to this world. Goodness frees us from the grasp of passion and laziness. Goodness also loosens the bonds of the world. But goodness is also a robber. It can give us the pure. It cannot give us the pure knowledge of God. It can only show us the path leading to the house of God.
Very good.
We have to rise above the three gunas and develop love of God.
Very beautiful story, Megha. What did you understand from this?
Ma'am, I actually understood that that there will be three types of gunas, and we should try to go above these gunas.
All the three, even Sattva Guna, we have to rise above.
Yeah.
No?
The three
Sattva Guna
gunas
is
are,
also a robber. God is telling.
the three gunas are,
Ah.
tamas is the iron handcuff.
Iron handcuff.
Rajas is the silver handcuff.
Yes.
Sattva is the golden handcuff.
Yes.
But yet it's a handcuff.
Still a handcuff. Very nice. Correct.
So that we remember. This is an example so that we remember what it is. But it's a handcuff.
Yes, very good.
Excellent story.
Yes.
Megha, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear. Lovely story to end the new year.
Thank you, Megha.
So why is that Sattva Guna also a handcuff? Anybody can please express. Not Megha, not just Megha. Why is Sattva Guna also a handcuff? It is told here, no? Why?
It doesn't give pure knowledge to us and doesn't free us from the world, and we get divine knowledge like God.
Okay.
Doesn't let us get divine knowledge like
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Anybody else? Indra, Chandra, Shaila, Pragati, Sneha, Padmaja. Anyone?
I'll give a small example for this
Yes, Pragati.
from Bhagavatam.
Mm.
So one of the days, Krishna with his friends, he's playing in the forest, and nearby there is a group of Brahmins doing a big yajnam.
Mm.
And they have prepared all sort of food and everything for offerings for God.
Right.
So Krishna's friends, all the Gopas and the Gopikas, they're hungry.
Mm.
So they ask Krishna. Krishna says, okay, there is a group of people nearby who is trying to do prayer or yajnam. Go ask them for food and they'll give you food.
Mm.
Okay. So they go there to ask food, and all the Brahmins, they push them away saying, no, 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 this food is to offer to God
Okay.
for yajnam.
Mm.
So we cannot give it to you. They
Mm.
come back and let Krishna know. Then Krishna says, okay, fine. They are foolish. Why don't you go ask their wives who prepared all the food?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have wisdom.
Mm.
So then all these boys go back and ask the wives, and then they ask, who are you taking the food for? And they say, oh, Krishna sent us here because we are hungry. Then all of them, they fall at their feet and they say, the food is for Krishna himself, who is the God,
Mm.
to be offered through yajnam. If he himself has sent you guys to take the food,
Mm.
then the Brahmins or our husbands have made a mistake by not giving it to you. So I mean, this is a small example just to say, like, in the process of the sattva guna
Mm.
trying to perform the yajnam, there is still an attachment
Mm.
towards the sattvic behavior.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
doing the yajnam, offering food, doing the ritual, all of that is a very good thing.
Mm.
But ultimately, I think detachment should be the goal. So
Very
even people can be bondaged because of sattva guna.
correct. Beautiful story and very relevant. Correct. So in the second chapter, there's a shloka in which Krishna tells Arjuna, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nishtraigunyo Bhavarjuna. All the Vedas, that means the karma kanda of the Vedas, are all about rituals only. Do this, do that. If you do this, you will get this. It's all about phala, kamya phala, siddhi, all the karma kanda, the rituals that we do. So he said that is fine, but nishtraigunya, you just rise above. And these karma kandas, they cater to the trigunas. How to go from tamas to rajas to sattva, like you said. So the idea is to rise above all that also. The golden shackle also has to be removed. Nishtraigunya bhavarjuna. So like you said, if we are stuck in that ritual mode, we cannot see the wood for the trees, right? That's what happens. You have to do this, you have to do that. This is the way to be done. You should not utter a syllable wrong. Otherwise, something else, some other phala will come off. All these problems are there. Instead of that, see the big picture. Know what is being done and rise above it. Beautiful. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. Shweta is here. Kamala is here. Good morning. Good evening, Shweta. Okay.
Good morning. Good evening, Purnimaji. Sorry, I'm so late. Sorry.
No, you're not. I'm very happy you're in class and not yet celebrating out in the streets, Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Right.
Those party days are over, Purnimaji.
Oh, really? You're too young to say that. All right.
Only young people, Purnimaji, outside, so I try to be careful and not be outside.
Okay. All right. True. Okay. Now Padmaja wanted to do the this Avatara shlokas. Padmaja. Madam, you have something for us?
4.7.
Yes, please chant and tell us the
Okay.
Yes.
The 4.7 says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujanmaya.
Yes.
So the translation is like this: whenever there is a decline in righteousness, dharmasya, and there is an increase in the unrighteousness,
Abhyutanam adharmasya. Correct.
Correct.
Rise of adharma.
yeah. O Arjuna, at that time, I manifest myself on earth.
Yes.
So Srujan means, Srujani means creation, but here it doesn't mean creation because Lord is always existing. So here it means he manifests.
Perfect.
So that is the actual meaning of this shloka, the translation. So what is dharma? We have to understand first the righteousness. So the dharma actually says, Vedas say that it is prescribed actions that are conducive to our spiritual growth and progress. Whereas adharma is the reverse of dharma. So when adharma prevails, the creator or the administrator of the world, the Lord, intervenes by descending and re-establishing dharma. And such a descension of God is called an avatara.
Avatara.
So that is what is about avatara.
Yeah.
And again, they say there are different categories of avatara. I think the 4 categories that I've just written it down. I don't know. Again, I've seen that many explanations. But what I wrote was one. It says Avesha avatara, Prabha avatara.
Wait. Tell that again. The first one.
Avesha avatara.
Avesha. Okay.
Don't know. Actually, I just read it.
Avesha avatara.
Yeah, Avesha avatara. And one is
like Narasimha. Like, immediately. Yeah, okay. I got it. Next.
Prabha avatara, Vaibhava avatara, and Paravasta avatara. These are the names. So
Okay.
the explanation is something like this.
ದ್ರೌಪದಿ ವಸ್ತ್ರಾಪರಣ ಅಲ್ವಮ್ಮ?
Avesha.
ದ್ರೌಪದಿ ವಸ್ತ್ರಾಪರಣದದು.
Okay, one ನಿಮಿಷ. ಇರ್ಬೋದು. Let her Padmaja finish and then we'll all come back with the adding. We'll add to it.
Yeah. What I wrote about Avesha is
Avesha.
Avesha. Okay. Avesha avatara is when God manifests his special powers in an individual soul and then he acts through him. Then it becomes Avesha avatara. And then the examples for these is sage Narada and Lord Buddha. They give the examples.
Oh.
Okay. So that is one is called Avesha avatara. When the God manifests his special powers in an individual soul and acts through him, then it becomes Avesha avatara. And one more is Prabha avatara. And here this says, Prabha avatara says, these are the descensions of God in the personal form where he displays some of his divine powers. But there are 2 types here, it seems. One is a God reveals himself only for a few moments, completes his work and just departs. Example is Hamsa avatara, where God manifests himself before Kumaras and answered their questions and left. That's all. They came, avatara came, answered a question and then left. So those are called Prabha avatara, one type of Prabha avatara. The second one, the avatara remains on the earth for many years. And the example for this is Veda Vyasa, who wrote 18 Puranas, Mahabharatas, and divided Vedas into 4 parts.
Okay.
So this is Prabha avatara. The third one says Vaibhava avatara, which also says God descends in his divine form and manifests more of his divine powers. Example, Matsya avatara, Kumara avatara, Kurma avatara, Varaha avatara. So these are this one. The last one is Paravasta avatara, which is God manifests all his divine powers in personal divine form. And these are the examples of Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, Narsingha avatara. All these are different types of avataras. But then again we see, Purnima, that avataras are so many avataras. And many of these avataras, I think, are all mentioned in Vedas.
Mentioned in Vedas already.
Already. So all those avataras. So that is about avataras.
They consider, excellent explanation, Padmaja.
Yes.
They consider Krishna avatara and Rama avatara is Purna avatara.
Purna.
The rest of it is all like this. Prabhava, Avesha. And the third one, I don't remember. What is it?
Para avatara.
Paravastha
Para
Avtara, Vaibhava Avtara.
Vaibhava.
Vaibhava. So all this is all, and many other avatars we have not referred to. For
Yes.
example, it was Dattatreya Avatara was there.
Mm.
So many such people, you know, the Jnanis also, they have a little amsha of the avatars.
Naturally.
Yeah. So
Mm.
we know, we understand Krishna Avatara and Rama Avatara as Purna Avatara. The rest is all suddenly appearing,
Flashes.
Avesha, flashes. For example, Krishna showed himself, Vishwarupa, very few times. One
Twice.
was for Duryodhana, one was for Arjuna, and I think
Draupadi also, ma. Vastraparana, that time. Draupadi's Vastraparana.
Draupadi also, Vastrabharna. No, that for Vastrabharna, he
didn't show avatar.
supplied
Grace.
he supplied
Just show
the
his
grace.
Correct.
But Avatar, he didn't show his Vishwarupa Darshana. I am talking about Vishwarupa Darshana.
Right.
Very few
Oh,
times only he
but-
showed Vishwarupa Darshana.
Yeah, right.
He says in the 11th chapter also, just because you asked, I showed you, it is not with dana, dhyana, samadhi, whatever they do. Still, this avatara, this Vishwarupa, I don't show it so easily.
Mm.
In 11th chapter, he says.
See, even if he shows,
can I ask you
no
something?
guarantee people will be transformed also. For everything, that Chitta Shuddhi is so important. Like you mentioned, when Shishupala was felled, everyone saw his soul merging into Krishna. But how many got the message? How
No,
many were elevated? None.
he wanted to convince Duryodhana so not to have a war, so he showed his Vishwarupa Darshana. And you know what Duryodhana had to say for that? You know what he said? You're doing magic for me.
Yeah,
Go away.
Correct.
I don't believe in your magic.
So,
And Duryodhana requests him to come and partake food.
mm,
And he refuses completely. And they say, you've come here and you are refusing food. Where will you eat? He says, I have a bhakta here. Vidura's house I will
Vidura's
go.
house. Vidura's house.
And quickly I'll tell you this Vidura story.
Yeah.
See, Vidura comes and tells his wife, you know something? Krishna is coming. Oh, leaving everybody else, he's coming to our house to have lunch with us. So she gets excited. She goes, takes a bath, and the bell is ringing. She comes, Asma opens the door, and Krishna is standing there. She was so astounded. And you know what she does? She, oh Krishna, you must be hungry. Okay, one big plantain, this thing is there. I will give you plantains. So she is giving him plantains. The whole thing is over. And Vidura comes and he was furious. What are you doing? In her bhakti, she was sitting in the chair and Krishna was sitting down. And she has opened every banana and banana is laying there. She has been feeding him the skin. The over bhakti, she doesn't know what she did. And Vidura is furious. How can you do this? How can you treat Krishna like this? She said, and he see, she's just sitting in a petticoat. When the bhakti overcomes, you don't know what you're doing.
Over Sattva Guna.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Sattva will wear muddy clothes and all that. She was beyond Sattva also.
Yeah, Traigunya before.
Traigunya.
Beyond Traigunya. The bhakti was, bhavana was so strong. The bhakti was so strong. And the surrender was so strong.
Right.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it was a good story.
Yeah, it was.
Loved it. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nirmala ji, you just don't tell a story. You take us to Vidura's house. You just took us to Vidura's house when you were
Absolutely.
explaining the way you were saying. I had to picture the whole thing. So please don't ever apologize. We love your story.
Were you in petticoat sitting up?
No,
Sitting up.
I saw Vidura's wife in petticoat feeding Krishna and Krishna sitting on the floor actually.
Yes, yes.
And
We were
eating all the skin off the
Skin on, not the banana. Yeah.
Shabari Rama revisited, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So
Very
I have a question since we were talking about Vishwarupa Darshana, right? So in the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra, I forgot who was giving him the translation.
Sanjaya.
Sanjaya what? Yeah, Sanjaya. So did Sanjaya see the Vishwarupa? And how was he able to see it?
Yes. Oh, that is another
Granted the
incident I
divine
forgot.
vision by Vyasa, right?
Huh?
He was granted the divine vision by Vyasa, so that Dhritarashtra can be told, given a running commentary of what's happening in the battlefield.
Right. But that is a Vishwarupa Darshana. Was he able to take it and see and not like be like destroyed by it? Because that is a huge. Did he have the chitta to absorb
No,
that
he
darshana?
was a mere instrument. He was like a mic over there. He was like a camera and a mic. That's all. That was his role. So his personal feelings were not involved over there, I guess.
He was a witness.
He was a witness.
He was a witness, but in the last chapter, last
his mouth.
bit, he emerges and says,
Yes.
"Oh, Dhanyoham, I am so lucky. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got to see all this in
Correct.
person."
Yes. He does say that.
Yes. That is the time. And he did have a Vishwarupa Darshanam, because when the Vishwarupa Darshanam was given, he saw it
Mm.
like Arjuna.
Yes, he did. That's why he was able to convey to all of us.
That's right.
Otherwise, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's why. So,
Makes
and another thing is, he was Vyasa offered to Dhritarashtra this power, but the coward he was, he said, I cannot see. He knew, in the heart of hearts, he knew that his son is not going to win the war. And so he was not confident to
Correct.
see the destruction of his children.
Correct. True.
So he said, if you want, you give the television effect to Sanjaya, and I will see through his words. That is something I can tell.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so many things are emerging in this class. Okay, Padmaja, next one more Avatara shloka and more stories will come. Tell us.
Okay, so I'll do the 4.8 also. 4.8 says, Paritranaya sadhu nama vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. So the translation is like this: to protect the righteous, to annihilate or to kill the wicked, and to re-establish the principles of Dharma, I appear on this earth age after age. So in 4.7, he actually they say that the Lord descends in the world. 4.8, he states the reasons for descending. Why does he descend into this world? So the reasons he says that he has to protect the righteous, to protect the good people, and to kill the wicked, to kill the cruel, and to establish Dharma. Now the question here is that if he wants to protect the righteous people, God is anyway seated in the heart of the devotees. He is always there to protect them from within. Why does he need to take an avatara to protect them? And then to kill the wicked. God is so powerful that he can just kill the wicked just by wishing. He doesn't need to take an avatara to again kill it. And to establish Dharma, Dharma is already been eternally described in the Vedas. So God can re-establish the Dharmas through his agents, through the saints or whoever is it. He doesn't have to take a avatara to do all these things in his personal form to accomplish this task. So there is a deeper meaning to this particular shloka. And so let us look at this. So what he says is that the biggest dharma that the soul can engage is in the devotion to God. And that is why the God strengthens this devotion by taking an avatara. So when the God descends in the world, he reveals his divine form, his virtues, his pastimes, abodes, and associates. And this actually provides the souls with an easy basis for devotion. If there is you have a saint and then people are listening to him, it's different from what Krishna, does the leelas and they get, are associated with him. They get attached to that form, his flute, his songs, his, makanchor, whatever is it. So they get associated. So the avatara is to actually, get that kind of devotion. And since our mind needs a form to focus upon and to worship, to connect with, the formless aspect of God is very difficult to worship. On the other hand, devotion to the personal form of God is easy for people to comprehend, simple to perform, and it's so sweet to engage in. So that is what is the thing. So since the descension of Lord 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna, billions and billions of souls have made his divine leelas on the basis of their devotion. And they have purified their minds with ease and with joy. And similar is with Lord Sri Rama in Ramayana, you see all this. I think so that is what is the deeper understanding of this particular thing.
Lovely. Correct. So the avatara is here to impel, like you said, the leelas are the, they're the stuff legends are made of, the leelas of God, right? So there is
Krishna
this
was
one-
the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
True. Yeah, Pied Piper.
He
The
just
call of the
blew
flute.
his flute and, absolutely pocketed. In Rudram, it comes, Stenanam Pataye Namaha.
Mm,
Of all the thieves,
thieves.
the
He's
biggest thief is Shiva.
correct.
He steals your heart.
Taskaranam pataye namo namo.
Taskaranam. Yes, Taskaranam Pataye Namaha. He is the biggest
He's the
thief.
thief of the hearts. Yeah.
Head of the thieves.
Head of the thieves. Yeah. And one more, when Padmaja mentioned one very beautiful point, why does the avatara have to come? He's in the hearts of people. He can just, uplift them from wherever he is by just a mere thought. So this is a one little small anecdote about Hanuman. Okay. When all the Ramayana, everything was done and the Rama was, Pattabhisheka was also done, and Hanuman went to, Hanuman was obviously the hero of the whole story. And then he went to his mother, Anjani, and he did namaskara and he said, Mother, all this happened. Now Sita Mata is back, in Ayodhya and all that. So Anjani, you will be surprised, was angry at Hanuman. She was angry. What is this? Why are you a hero? I'm so sad that I had such a stupid son, I was cursed with a stupid son like you. She went on and on, lamenting about this Hanuman. Everyone was dumbfounded. What's wrong with this woman? I mean, he's done the miraculous thing by, he's done so many miracles throughout the Ramayana, and his mother is not happy with him. So Hanuman asked the mother, what did I do wrong that you're so angry with me? She said, you put Rama into so much trouble. It was so easy for you to get Sita Mata. And it was such a child's play for you to kill Ravana and destroy his army and bring Sita Mata. Why you had to trouble the Lord so much? You made him suffer so much for all these days of the war and all that. And so Hanuman tells her, it is not my story, it is Rama's story. Rama's leelas have to be played out here. It was that the whole story had to unfold as Rama's story, not mine. That is why I had to allow the avatara to do his role like that. So that was one.
He tells Sita, I will carry you back.
That also he would have told
But you know what she says? I am Ekapatni Vratam.
her.
I cannot be touched by anybody else but by Rama.
Mm.
Only Rama has to come and save me. Only my Rama has to, come back and claim me.
Yeah.
That is the reason why he leaves Sita and goes back. He explains it to Anjana.
Mm.
So, Amma, I couldn't do this because Sita Mata requested me to be like this. So I couldn't take the
Correct.
decision to bring her.
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So that is the
Guru-
this thing of the avatara. Mm.
Guru Maharaj,
Helama, helu.
I just started to think about what Padmaja just talked about, right? As to why God has to come here with an avatar. So, I think it's also to teach the way of life,
Yes.
right? Because the more you think, we don't know how to live, we don't know what to do, because it's all, as a human, he created us. He had to come back here to protect us from, he created evil too, right? The minute you have good, evil is automatically born.
Yes, absolutely.
So it all goes hand in hand in how I think, at least, about it.
Yeah, right.
So
No, it is, we say, yad acharati sreshtaha tattateva itaro janaha.
Mm.
How the great people act, that how
An
we
example.
follow suit.
Mm.
So
right.
they stand as an example for us.
Mm.
Oh, what did Krishna do at that juncture? What did Rama do at that juncture? So it is a roadmap for us how to act when there is doubt, when there is conflict, how we should think. They give you the guidance.
Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, right, Hinduism, it is nothing but the way of life is how we live. That is what we do.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they come to show us. Yeah, you're right. He could have just brought a good thought in the hearts of people where the evil was brewing, right? He could have just fixed them that way. But he didn't, because to show us what is the good thing, what is the bad thing. If not, how would we know?
See,
So
he's doing that all the time, but only when the imbalance is too much. Yada
too
yada
much.
dharmasya glanirбhavati. When there's such a decrease in dharma that he's compelled to come. Otherwise, in between two avatars, that's what he's doing. He's in us. He's
We,
inviting the sattvic people to, yeah, that's what he's doing
we,
all.
we see, all the sattvic people, all the honest people, they struggle in their lives. Whereas looks as though the evil people are flourishing, doing so well in life. They're committing sins after sins. But they're doing so well. But in our Shastra, they have told, Satyam eva jayate. So, how many times the cutting has to be done. A rough diamond has to be cut 97 times before it becomes a blue jagger. If you put the gold into hot fire, that sputum, they say this,
Sputum.
put it into the fire, it comes out shining.
Patikamani. Yeah.
It becomes shining gold. It is 24 karat gold, you say. How? Only after it is put in fire and taken out. Like that, this person has to be tested so much that he has to be absolutely trouble-free, mistake-free before he is granted the ultimate blessings of God. That for that reason only Krishna appears, Rama appears. Because Rama appeared because in the Tataka Vana, all the Tataka and all the people were disturbing Vishwamitra in doing his yajna. Krishna, Kamsa was doing so much anyayam. That is why Krishna appeared. The final thing has to come to break that evil completely, vanquish that person. That is why they come. That is the reason why the avatars appear. Because how much Prahalada was tortured by Hiranyakashipu. He was burnt, he was thrown from this thing, he was put in the ocean, he did so many things. This Narasimha could have come on the first incident itself. No.
Yeah.
Why so many things he had to do, and in the end he comes from the pillar just to say, "This is my devotee. You can't touch him." He claims his devotee. Comes as he's mine.
That is why the stress on the sadhana chatushtaya and the
Yes.
shatsampati, shama, dama, titiksha,
Yes.
uparati, shraddha, samadhana, titiksha. That patience, like you said, 94 times it has to be cut.
97 times he has to be
97
cut
times.
to
So,
become a
how much
Ruja.
titiksha one has to have?
Yes.
Until all
So,
that is put to test, only then God will come. If you pass all the tests, then He will come to save you personally.
to become a jnani, two
Yeah.
most important things. He needs to be humble. He needs to have patience.
Titiksha, most important.
Yes, patience.
Mm.
Can I quickly finish Hanuman's story? It is just
Yes.
in my head.
You have to tell us Hanuman
I
story.
used to be one of the people in Indraloka, Punjikasthala.
Punjita Sthala.
Punjikasthala.
Mm.
It was some desire she had. So she was sent to the world, earth. And she was Anjana Devi.
Oh.
And she was, she kept Maunam for 52 years.
Oh boy. This is news. Okay.
And because of that, Hanuman is considered Lord Dakshinamurti's avatara.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Shiva.
Oh, and that Dakshinamurti form is
Guru.
that Maunam form.
Maunam. Okay.
So that is a gift she got. Maunam form. As soon as he said he was born, he was, that is, Kesari Putra, they say, but they say Vayu Putra. It is Hanuman is also an avatara. It was Pavana Sutta, because the wind brought the thing, and he was born as a little baby. Even as a baby, he said, "Amma, I'm hungry. Amma shows the sun, the red early morning sun, and says, "This is the, I will take all the fruits and eat." She says, "How does a fruit look?" "I don't know." He said, "Look at the sun, that color will be the fruit." You know what he thought? She meant the sun. He went straight to the sun. Indra saw this happening. He said, "Who is this who has come for my position?" So he took his Vajrayuda and hit him with it. And immediately the Hanuman, what happened was his face became Hanuman. That's why he's called Hanuman. Like this it became. And he was thrown into Patalaloka. Pavana, the wind god, got very affected. "How dare you hit a Vajrayuda on my child?" He goes to Patalaloka to be in support of his son. There is no air in the earth. Everybody is dying. So immediately Indra says, "Okay, all of you go and somehow cajole Pavana and bring Pavana back to earth." So sun god comes and he says, "Don't worry, when the time comes, I will be the teacher for your son." The fire god says, "Fire, nothing will happen to you. If you go through the fire also, nothing will happen to you." Like this, one god comes and shower their boon on that child. And then at last, Pavana comes out and bringing his son. Oh my God, this Hanuman became reckless. He had all the powers. He was doing all wrong things. He just used to kill cows and throw from here and it will fall in the ocean. That's all sorts of things he used to do. No control. And Matanga Rishi, that is that Shabari's ashram, Matanga Rishi was doing a major yajna and a few big drops of that cow's blood fell on his sacrifice. He saw with his third eye, who did this? He said, he cursed Hanuman. None of your powers you will ever remember in your life. That is the reason when they were standing in the ocean, everyone was saying, I can go 1 yojana, 2 yojana, 3 yojana, 4 yojana. This fellow was shut up. It was Jambavan who had to remind him, what Hanuman? You can go 100 yojana up, 100 yojana down. What? You are not saying I will go. So everything he had to be reminded about his powers. So he is an embodiment of humility because he is unaware of his powers.
Beautiful. Lovely.
So
One
the
more,
gist is
one more
forgetfulness is the bliss, right?
Huh? What's that?
The gist
forgetfulness.
is bliss, because you're right. A lot of times, right, we remember stuff which we should not remember, and we tend to live not so conducive situations again and again, and then we kind of build some kind of bad juju. I'm not as eloquent as you guys. Sorry.
No, we become egoistic. No, the little we know, we are so egoistic because we think we are invincible. All the rest of the world
But
is
forgetfulness
foolish.
is a bliss. So that's what I'm saying. We should remember that
I
from the
think that,
stories.
yeah, the
Just
memory.
forgive and forget things what you don't want to remember. We need to like purge it out and delete it permanently somehow.
See, that is what
That
is
is
the
a hard
Hindu.
thing.
No, that is what is the Hindu custom. You find a person intelligent, not one who is boasting. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. In India, you were adjudged as a great person with your humility. Whoever was humble was considered great, not a person who boasts. Humility was the hallmark of greatness. That is what our rishis are. They don't go around flaunting, I know this, I know that, you know how I am. Now they are getting Nobel Prize. Nobel laureates are finding so many things. Oh, this we knew so many million years ago already. But
All
we
that is called as aparavidya. Aparavidya. All the Nobel laureates getting their awards, it's for worldly knowledge. So this paravidya is that's what the Jnani has, the paravidya. So
they are trying to find that paravidya through scientific means. They are trying, almost they're there. That is why they were awarded. But that we know, they go and they find out that in Surya, the sound which is glowing is Om sound. And we know this. In Hanuman Chalisa, they have even given the number of miles distance from here to here to sun. That's how much everything. You know how Surya taught when he became, he matured, he became a Shishya. Surya said, I can't take you as a Shishya because I have to do my duty. Go
24/7, I'm working 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. Hanuman said, no problem. I will go along with you and learn everything. Ashta Siddhi Navanidike Data. He learned everything in 24 hours from sun.
Wow.
He went along with the sun, with the speed of the sun. The heat did not touch him.
Yeah.
He,
He has all the boons, no?
he has all the boons.
Yeah.
Amazing story of Hanuman. Yeah, right. Thank you. Hello.
Purnima, I have a question. What they say is that God takes avatara, to kill the cruels. For example, the cruel person need not be anywhere outside. He can be in the same family. For example, Prahalad and Hiranyakashyap, Devaki and Kams.
Yeah.
For Devaki and Kams, to kill Kams, Krishna took an avatara. To kill Hiranyakashyap, Lord Narsimha, avatara Bhakti.
Yeah.
Then in Kali Yuga also, we have, it seems, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the hidden avatar of Lord Krishna. How far is it true? Like, what do you know about it? Lord
Baba.
Gaurang.
All the ISKCON people believe that it is true. We don't know.
And also, I told you, no.
Any gnani,
I told you, no.
avatara, any gnani who is uplifting all of us is an avatara in one sense. Apart from that, I don't know. What,
No.
Nirmala?
Also, ISKCON people
Prabhuji
will
said,
never believe other gods. Bari Krishna
Wait.
Devaru, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಮುಗಿಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ
Limitation is
ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
there with that kind of, limitation is there, Padmaja. Yes, Nirmala? Yeah. How
Chanda is saying something.
Chandra has said that these believers of, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lineage people, they don't accept any other god
Except Krishna.
except Krishna.
So, the Prabhu Pada went penniless to New
America.
York.
Yeah, to New
So
York.
on the roads, he just was
Chanted Hare
standing
Krishna.
and Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. The place was full of drug addicts. The place was full of evil thoughts and all.
Yeah.
He just started chanting Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, and these people got a fancy to the name of Krishna, and they forgot to take drugs, they forgot the wrong ways, and they all got converted into Krishna consciousness. That's how this started.
Yeah,
And
so
they became,
question was, is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the Kalki avatara? Kalki
I
comes
told
in
you,
all
no,
these avatars,
Amsham.
Amsha.
Amsha avatara. There are all these people, I'm telling you, Dattatreya, all these great people, they have a little Amsha. Shankaracharya.
Shaiva,
All
Shiva
these
Amsha,
have
Ramana was
Amsha.
Shiva Amsha.
Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, everyone are a little Amsha of that avatara.
One Kalki as such, like Rama, Krishna, one Kalki will appear. We don't know whether in our lifetime or when the end of Kali Yuga. There's only 24 million years have passed since Kali Yuga started. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
No.
Now
It is
other
just
1,45,000 years are there to end Kali Yuga.
35,000. None of us are coming back because we're all going to be muktas. Okay. Yeah. So we don't have to see Kalki Avatara.
So I think these what Nirmala was saying is Amsha avataras. So basically, those avataras used to kill the cruels. These Amsha avataras, they kill the demonic qualities in the people.
You're right.
By chanting these mantras.
Exactly.
You're right.
And they convert.
Yeah.
They convert them from evil to good.
Transform.
And that's how the Lord reclaims all these fallen conditioned soul. That's what they say.
That is a very, very, that language that you're using, Padmaja, is a very Dvaita oriented, Dvaita and Visishta Dvaita oriented language. Correct. That's what it is, because we are still very much in Dvaita. We still have a body, we still have that.
That is Krishna avatara, Krishna consciousness. They talk about Dvaita only.
Yeah, correct.
But you know something? Every stage, when you start off as Dvaita only. You don't go to immediately Advaita.
Yes. As long as the separation is there between I and somebody and the world, there is Dvaita. I and God. Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, Beda is there with us. Jiva is separate from Jagat, Jiva is separate from Ishvara or Bhagavan. Until that separation is there, we are still in Dvaita. So we had to talk in the language of Dvaita only. Yes. Good. So many beautiful stories today. Anybody else say at least hi? Let us listen to the voices of, the rest of us. Shaila, Kamala, hello, say hello.
I have a small request of everyone. Please, can you show your face? I've not seen my classmates at all.
Nirmala ji, thank you so much for that wonderful story on Hanuman. It answers so many questions I had.
Yes.
Actually. Thank you so much. I think you've seen my face.
Yeah. Yes, Pragati was saying something. Somebody was.
No,
Huh.
I'm done with the story for today
Okay.
about the Bhagavatam. Yeah.
Yeah. So Chandra has shown her face, beautiful face. Yes, Chandra. You're mute. You're muted, dear. Are? What's happening? Chandra, you are muted. I think
You can't unmute Purnima as an admin.
I can only say ask to unmute.
Is it? Okay.
Now she's unmuted. Heleppa, Chandra.
No, Nirmala Amma was supposed to tell some monkey story, ma. She asked us to remind. That is 2-3 weeks.
Allala,
ago.
ade Hanuman story.
That is not Hanuman story.
Monkey. Meow monkey.
What about Bilva Patre story?
Who?
Bilva Patre.
I think today was overdose, Baba. Remember, next time I will tell you.
Next
Okay.
week.
New year. The next year.
Next year.
Okay.
So
Next year,
Kamala,
sure.
yeah. Kamala, Shaila, Indra, all good?
Yes, Purnima ji, all good.
Okay. Good.
Happy New Year, everybody. Advance Happy New Year.
How are you?
Very
Yeah,
happy
thank
New
you.
Year.
Wish you all the same.
Oh, thank you.
How are you,
Wish you
Kamala?
the same, guys.
New version for 2023, right? Kamala?
Yeah.
Yes. We want to see all bright faces, happy faces in the new year. Nice. So happy. Yeah, very nice. It was a good note to end this class. Lot of beautiful stories with lot of tattva. Thank you all so much. Shall we call it a day for now? Next Saturday, we'll meet with the 4.9, 10 and 11 shlokas. All right. Yes, Shweta.
No, finally, I just came on camera.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So have a great weekend, everyone. Happy celebrations, happy holidays. Let's meet next week.
Yeah, be safe, drive safe.
Yes.
Have a
Will
great.
you do Shanti Slokam?
Yeah. Please, Pragati, will you lead us with the Shanti
Oh,
Slokam?
no, I don't know. Please,
Okay.
you go ahead and say.
I can do
We'll
it,
listen.
Purnima ji.
Go ahead, na.
Yes, Shweta, go ahead.
Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuchyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Asato ma
Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmam Amrutam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Nanu Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness, Shiva. Shivoham. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Amina, when you say lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, keep your hand like this. There are two chakras. No, that is Guru. This one. When lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, you should keep it like this.
Yes,
Because
bless.
there is a chakra in the middle of the palm.
Yeah.
When you do like this,
Yes.
good just emanates through
Vibrations will
you.
flow.
Yes, for the whole world.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu.
Hmm.
All our good intentions will flow into the environment.
Universe.
Yes. So let
Thank
that
you.
be our prayer all the time on all our lips. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Right. Done.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you,
Thank you
people.
so much, all.
Hari Om.
Bye, guys.
Bye
Hari
bye.
Om.
Stop.